order.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, SKN.
Good morning, SKN. I'm tempted to say good Merry Christmas Eve, SKN. I am Jamie Morris.
And I'm Mimi Armstrong. We're going to take a short look at the weather, and it's mostly sunny today with just a 10% chance of rain. So it's not our kind of weather, but we're giving thanks for a mostly sunny day today. Sunrise was at 6:38 a.m. So I think I woke up just a little bit before sunrise, and sunset is expected to be at 5:43 p.m. So an early evening.
Day, yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So I guess you could block on your Christmas lights from around 6.
I always do anyway. So nice. All right, so we are bringing you the latest. I think.
Oh yes, and in local news, exciting stuff. I think exciting is my most popular word. Nature B has won the groovy segment of the Soca Monarch, and Mr. Hype has won the power segment. We'll talk a little bit more about that in what's happening, but yes, great stuff.
And we are continuing with the local news. There are new police constables who are reminded, or rather were reminded, to take the task to protect and serve and maintain safety and security in St. Kitts and Nevis. And, well, apparently the new group consists of 26 constables, 26 new constables comprising of 4 females and 22 males. And, yeah, seems to be outnumbered, but still room for females on that front. So the Prime Minister actually reminded, and he is also the Minister of National Security, by the way, so he reminded the group that becoming a police officer is more than just a job. It is a career path, he said. It is a vocation. And being a police officer allows you to play a critical role in our community, the Prime Minister said. So this is very good news, because as we go into the season where we need more people on board, perhaps adding to security and just overall general news that there's occupation and people are actually leading themselves or heading to become police officers. Good for you. I'm proud. I feel safer already.
I mean, actually in town there's been lots of police. I mean, we mentioned it in a story maybe previously that there'll be more police around in Bastia, and I've been seeing it and feeling it.
And
so
you
yes,
feel safer?
I do feel safer. Yes, I do. Moving on in the local news, return to all-day school for BHS and Washington Archibald depends on school safety. What would it take for students from Bastia High School and Washington Archibald High School to return to full days of school? I don't know if the children will be that excited about that. The schools have been on a shift system throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, and the school's population, with BHS having 700 students and Washington Archibald High School having 800 students, with an average of 30 to 34 students per class. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws answered that question during the recent COVID-19 briefing hosted by the National Emergency Operations Center. And she said, to answer that question depends on school safety. When we refer to school safety in the context of COVID-19, what do we really mean? Okay, so in a school setting, we want teachers, students, staff, support staff, and auxiliary staff to adhere to the COVID-19 prevention measures, wearing masks, adequate hand sanitization before entering the school, and also leaving the school in timely hours and maintaining social distancing. However, when you have students, when you have schools that have about 35 children per class, I mean, we may not be able to depend on physical distancing to reduce the risk of exposure to the virus, said Dr. Laws on December 22nd. Again, great news for maybe parents, that the children will be spending more time in school, but I'm not sure that the children will be that thrilled to go back to spending 8 hours in school.
Absolutely. I mean, as we move into this new phase of what normalcy becomes, it becomes important, of course, to underscore safety on all sides. So I know that those are considerations that they're making. All right, very quickly on the local scene, last on the local scene, the long-serving Nevis Tourism Authority manager, Miss Yvette Jackman, retires after more than 35 years serving our lovely country here. And in parting words, this is what she said. I strongly encourage my fellow colleagues to have passion, to enjoy what they're doing, and to offer consistent, high-quality service to our visitors so that they would want to come back to our shores again and again. So we wish Ms. Jackman well. We thank her for all of her service, and this brings us to the end of the latest for now. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
We're back with the regional news, and unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of some bad news today. Police say bodies found on a drifting boat may be victims of human smuggling. Grenada Police on Wednesday said that the primary investigations into the discovery of 7 bodies on a boat found drifting within the island's maritime borders on December 12th may have been victims of human trafficking or smuggling. We recovered or discovered 7 corpses in that particular vessel, all of which are male persons and 2 whom we believe to be teenagers. The vessel and the remains have been secured and are currently the subject of an ongoing investigation, said the police commissioner, Edmund Martin. To date, from the primary digital forensic analysis, they have occurred with the devices that we've retrieved from the vessel. We are led to believe that the incident may have been associated with human trafficking or smuggling, and the incident went horribly wrong, he told the conference. So very sad news. Very sad news. I don't even know if I want to discuss that anymore, but yes, very, very sad news. I mean, in this time, I must say that we should be careful. I don't think we have lots of incidences of human smuggling here in St. Kitts and Nevis, but I know it's a thing in other parts of the Caribbean. Again, so just asking everyone to be careful, to look out for each other, you know, to keep an eye out.
It's very sad because when you add the human element to this, you realize that there are people just like you and me who are just in search of a better life. And so they're doing what they can. And when things like this happen, it's really unfortunate. So our hearts definitely go out to the victims and those who were put in that unfortunate circumstances. All right, we're moving on with international news. And it is the kind of news that I know Mimi doesn't really like too much. But unfortunately, it's on the, well, maybe fortunately for her, it's on the other side of the world. So China puts the city of 13 million in lockdown ahead of the Winter Olympics, which are slated to begin in February of 2022. And this is because there are rising incidences of COVID, and it's uncertain right now whether those new cases that are being reported are actually of the Omicron variant or of the other variants that preceded that one. So there's a bit of a battle here in terms of whether such investments and significant investments should actually be set aside because of the safety concerns. There's some people who say, you know, on the ground in China, we have made investments, we're looking forward to this, it's a matter of national pride that we have the Olympics in China. Yet, there's that consideration of safety concerns and what would the government do and what would be best for the citizens there if you're going to open your borders and have so many people from so many other parts of the world come to China for the Olympics. So,
well, I think that's been the debate for most of the pandemic, like weighing out the health of the country and the economics, you know, so it's been that way, and I think it may continue to be that way. What do you put first? The economics of your country, feeding your people, making sure that you get your returns on your investments, and you know, Olympics normally cost the host country so much money, right?
Yes.
But yeah, that's a really tough one. That's a really tough one.
What we can pray for is hopefully as the weeks go by, you know, those cases, the number of cases will decrease, and as they collect more data on it, then obviously they would be able to make a better and more informed decision. So something to watch coming from China. That brings us to the end of the latest for now. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN on the special Christmas Eve edition in a moment. Stay tuned.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. And not that you needed us to tell you, but it is Christmas Eve. So this means that tomorrow is officially Christmas. And as you know, Christmas is an internationally celebrated holiday. The world is made up of many different nations that are quite unique in their cultural expression. So, though practically every country celebrates Christmas, the way it is celebrated varies greatly. Today here on Good Morning SKN, we will be learning about Christmas Eve and Christmas traditions in the Haitian culture. We have with us, and I'm going to attempt to pronounce his name correctly, Samuel de Clermont. All right. The Public Relations Officer of the Haitian Association here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Bonjour, Samuel. Bonjour. It's incredible that we are talking about this particular association at this time, because I'm fascinated by the association, more so because one of my neighbors, she's about 89 years old, she is Haitian, and she's lived here for many years. So the very first question that I have for you is, how long has this association been operating?
Well, the association kicked off, well, they started off in 2016, but it officially kicked off in 2018.
So with the association, how many members do you have roughly?
Well, there's a difference. We have board members, and we have like the community itself. Mm-hmm. I would say we have up to 152 people registered. That's people that we know that come to us, let us know that they're here, that are living here legally. And then, yeah.
That's a significant number. So can you walk us through what are some of the traditions, the Haitian traditions for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day?
Yeah. One of the first things I would say is that the meaning of Christmas for Haitians. A lot of people may not know this, but Haiti's population is 88.2% Catholics. So religiously speaking, it means a lot to a lot of people when it comes to the birth of the Christ. But also, a large majority of the people, which are not Christians, still celebrate the holidays, still celebrate the Christmas season. Some of the tradition that we have is that Christmas for us is literally the 24th.
Merry Christmas.
What I mean by that is that that's when everybody's out, the children, it doesn't matter where you're from, your skin complexion, your social class, everybody celebrates. People with even the less fortunate people, you would see them in the streets, they will greet you with a smile on the face, always ready to offer something and stuff like that. In a night like the 24th of December, people are like preparing right now. Tonight, they're supposed to have what we call Messe de Nuit, which is a midnight madness, where people go to church to get into the spirit of the 25th of December. And after that, we have what we call the Réveillon. The Réveillon is pretty much like what we would call a Christmas supper. Like throughout the whole night, people go out, either inviting people in your neighborhood or different neighborhood to come into your home, and we share a meal around the table, or you go out partying. That's the only time underage kids are allowed to go out and party, even allowed to get a beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question that I have for you next is, was it a bit of a culture shock, looking at the differences between the way Christmas is celebrated in St. Kitts and Nevis and in your own culture?
Yes, it has been. It has been. I moved here in 2014, June 2014. So my first Christmas here was a bit of a shock. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I didn't even know Carnival was around
the same time,
right after Christmas Day. So it was very, very eye-opening, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
St. Kitts has been rubbing off on me like very, in a positive way.
That's great.
And to be honest with you, my first Christmas here, I spent it at I spent it home. I was a little bit, emotional.
Aww.
But when the 26th hit, Juve morning it was. We were at the street party. Yeah.
I know it's very interesting. We're going to take a short break, actually. We want to delve a little bit more into this conversation. It's pretty interesting. You're watching Good Morning SKN, and we're here with this segment, Culturally You. We're talking with our Haitian friend, your friend now. And we'll be right back after this.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
And we've been speaking with Samuel Declaron. Is okay? And we've been talking about the comparison between Haitian Christmas and Kittitian Christmas. But what is really interesting to me is that maybe about a week ago, we had a historian here with us, and he was talking to us about how our Christmas started. And it sounds very similar to what you guys do in Haiti today, like the cooking.
Yeah.
He says it's a spiritual thing, that our ancestors cooked a lot of food because the idea is that the food was supposed to be shared, like you invite people to your homes. I mean, we don't do that much here in St. Kitts now, but traditionally that's what we used to do. And we also had a midnight mass where even the upper class men would put on women's, I don't know if you guys did that there, but they'd put on women's nightgowns, but they would still be partying through the streets, and children would also be able to take part in that. So those are two, I mean, historic similarities, right? Again, we've transitioned a bit from that more into a commercial type of Christmas, but I think mainstream. Yes, mainstream. But I think the history is pretty similar, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah. What I come to find out is that we have a lot more in common in the Caribbean, and I wish that we could just come together as one, because I went to Barbados, I visited Jamaica, St. Vincent. It's pretty much the same thing to me. It's just a matter of, you know, we're gonna have a slight little difference, but we all comes from, you know, the motherland, so it's all the same. It's all the same.
I want to talk to you a little bit about something you said earlier, that when you came here in 2014, you felt a little homesick. And then you mentioned also that the association started in 2016. So if you could walk us through a little bit of the origin of your involvement in the association.
Okay, at the time I was living, I spent most of my time here in Nevis. So when Christelle came up with the idea, she brought it up with to Ralph, which is the current president of the association. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here. But when he called me and he told me about the idea, I told him, yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, we have quite a few Asians here, and we should try, you know, and come together and let the people of St. Kitts know that we are here and we have something to offer. We want to, you know, introduce our culture, and then as we are learning theirs as well, and then as people, as Black people, as Caribbean people, that we have a lot more in common to share. So I thought it was a very good initiative. That was a way for us to introduce our culture and also getting to know the Kittitians, and, you know, and making a way for us here in St. Kitts.
So if I could ask you, in terms of the level of success that you've experienced in introducing your culture in St. Kitts and Nevis, how has that been?
We're not quite there yet, I would say, but we had two major events. In 2018, we had a cocktail to celebrate our flag on the 18th, and then which we had one this year too. But we were supposed to have one last year, but due to COVID, you know, we couldn't do anything. And right now, times are kind of like, you know, hard. But we're trying to introduce more, some of the craft things, you know, the art stuff that we do, and the music itself. It's kind of hard because Kittitians, they don't really cater to anything that they don't understand. So
we'll get better.
I've met a few who are really fans of compa music. So this is one of the things we are looking forward to do in 2022, God's willing. You know, we have some good plans, but hopefully God will be on our side, and, you know, we will be able to bring more to the Federation in terms of our culture. I think if it's not 2016 or 2017, for Music Fest, T-Vice came to perform.
Yes.
And that was amazing. And also, we also had Felicia Ross, who came in sometime.
She is so good.
Yeah.
She's really, really good.
But so far, in terms of the organization itself, we have a long way to go, I would say.
Well, we're almost out of time, but I do want to give you an opportunity to say to the general public who would meet the requirements to be part of your association, where they can contact you, how they can reach you. So you can look right into that camera and say quickly. Okay.
Anybody who would love to reach the Asian Association of St. Kitts and Nevis, we can be reached at 764-4574, 764-0922. These are the main two phone numbers, or email at Asian Association of St. Kitts and Nevis at gmail.com. We also have a Facebook page with the same name, Asian Association of St. Kitts and Nevis.
I want to thank you for stopping by and sharing a lot about your culture.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure. I greatly appreciated it.
Absolutely. You're watching Good Morning SKN. We will be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Joy to the
Joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the world. He was born.
Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born. Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born. Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born. Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born.
He was born in a manger bed. Mary's boy child born on Christmas. He come from the glory. He come from the glorious kingdom. He come from the glory. He come from the glorious kingdom. Oh yes, believer. Oh yes, believer. He come from the glory. He come from the glorious kingdom.
Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born.
Yes, he was born in a manger.
Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was
born in Bethlehem.
Hey, Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born
in Bethlehem.
Mary's boy child Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem. He was born in a manger as King and Savior.
Born in Bethlehem.
Nailed to a cross, but will come to rule the earth.
Hey, he come from the glory. He come from the glorious kingdom.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Here on Good Morning SKN, we've had the pleasure of featuring a number of persons who practice putting pen to paper. They do it not only as catharsis, but also as a professional endeavor. We've had authors, poets, musicians alike, and it was an absolute treat to learn about how they do so eloquently and connect chains of words. Today we have with us Kimon, or in St. Kitts, Kimon Archibald, who recently launched her children's book entitled Omalu's Visit. It's been very popular on my social media feed, I must say. This past Wednesday, the 22nd of December, Omalu's Visit follows an imaginary journey of Leah and Shiloh with the grandmother Omalu as they explore the magnificence that exists on the island of their birth. Join us as we welcome another brilliant author to the set of Good Morning SKN. Kimon.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you just had the book launch. Tell us about what that experience was like. I have a copy of it right here.
Yes,
lovely.
So the book launch was something you have never seen a book launch. I've never
attended.
I've never attended a book launch. So I did not know what to expect, but I was overwhelmed with the response.
Great.
In terms of, well, you just said it, you never did this before, so this is your very first book.
Very first time.
What motivated you to write this book and this type of book?
Okay, so Omalu's Visit came as a vision. I was asleep, and it played out as a vision while I was resting. And I was awakened and went to write it down.
Is it the first time you've had an experience like that where something plays out in your nap time?
No, it has happened before, but I've always dismissed it.
Oh.
So how long did it take you to write this book since it happened?
1 year.
Today
makes 1 year and 4 days since I had the vision and we started working on it.
Oh wow, this is so exciting! So I trust that since God has been giving you these visions, that you're probably going to write more books.
I can't say, but there is something in the horizon. So we'll see what that produces.
All right. Well, you heard that exclusive, semi-exclusive here first. So what has the feedback been like? I mean, again, I've seen it all over my social media pages. Everybody seems to be so excited.
Yeah, when I wrote it for the children, but I find the adults are really into the book, and so the feedback has been overwhelming. Everyone loves the illustrations, and I have to give shout outs to my illustrator Asim Hussein. He did an amazing job on bringing my story to life. So the feedback has been really great. Everyone is loving it.
For those of us who haven't yet had a copy of that book, is there any particular part of that book that you could reveal by way of a teaser that might be your favorite part of it, if any?
So my favorite part of the book is, well, all of the book is my favorite part, but I am very boastful of this page because these are drawings of my past children.
Oh,
really?
That's really nice. This is really nice.
I think the folks at home would like to see that. So
these little paintings here are actual
drawings from children who attended my school.
Wow, that's amazing. So would you say that they inspire you?
My children do inspire me, as being inside of the classroom with a bunch of 2, 3, and 4-year-olds, you have to be very creative. And most of the times I would want to express a content in something I want to teach them. Stories is a great way that I bring it out. So I make up stories a lot inside of the classroom setting.
Wow.
And now you've captured some of those stories.
Yes, I was actually bullied by my parents because I did 3 of them in December, between December last year and July this year. And they were like, no, you got to put this into something. You can't just be spilling these stories off the top of your head and not putting it down. So they may be onto something.
I think they're onto something. So as a preschool, I mean, have your students also been super excited about the book?
They are. It was a surprise for them. They did not know. So when I showed them, when it was completed, I put up my projector and I said, I need to show you something. And I pulled it up and they was like, Teacher Kimon, that's you? Yes. And I was like, but you look like a granny. Yeah, so they were excited. They were.
But that was the point, wasn't it? For you to look like a granny for that. I love this. So
yes, great. Can you tell us, I mean, we're going to take a short break and then we'll be right back. But can you tell us where can we find the book?
For now,
it's Christmas Eve, so it's perfect for gifts. For even adults like myself.
Yes.
So where can we find it?
You can contact me. It's 662-9592. We have a few copies left, not much. So you can contact me there and I'll be able to meet you and deliver.
All right, perfect. So we've been here with Kimon.
Yes.
The author of Omalu's Visit. Again, beautiful, beautiful illustrations. And I always love when Black or Caribbean people are represented in books. I feel like representation is important. I remember even thinking about Christmas and always thinking about snow and all these things. So I mean, something that I could relate to, a book that I could relate to, I'm absolutely in love. So we're going to take a short commercial break and we'll be back with more Good Morning SKN after this.
Flag, pace, and walk for the Power and Groovy Monarch Soca Competition this Thursday, 23rd December from 8 p.m. sharp. Groove and power up with Misha B, Desor, KO, Pino, Blade, Infamous and Takeover, Barry C, Statics, T-Bone, Jabbo and Tobap, Nine, and the reigning Groovy Monarch, Lucas H.E. Let's have fun, vibes, and energy all night for the Sugar Mass Soca Monarch this Thursday, 23rd December at 8 p.m. sharp. Purchase your tickets for $40 on skncarnival.com and at the Carnival office in the E.C. Daniel building. Strict COVID-19 health and safety protocols will be observed.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. You're watching Good Morning SKN with Mimi Armstrong and Jamie Morris, live on Studio 327.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN, and we are talking with the author of this colorful book, Kumon Archibald Lake. It's called Omalu's Visit. Kumon, as I hold it in my hand, and as I know of your experience as a teacher as well, when you were writing this book, well, it's a two-part question, but I'll limit it to one for now. When you were writing this book, did you ever imagine that it could be used to teach some of your own students?
That was not the intent when I wrote the book. And to be honest, some of the details in the book I have tested within my preschool setting. So it was easy for me to understand what my journey was with the book. So it was not my intention. It really wasn't. But now the feedback that I'm receiving, everyone is like, listen, this needs to be in every classroom.
It's great. I mean, you and Jamie were talking a little bit during the break, and you were talking a bit about your journey from getting the vision to actually the materialization of this vision. Can you talk to us? I mean, we're still in a pandemic. I mean, it's disrupted so much of our lives. How was that journey?
It was a very difficult journey, and there were lots of days when I was in tears because when that came, we had just reopened from having a 6-month closure. We had lost our incomes. There were other persons in the private sector, early childhood sector, who had lost their buildings because we were out for 6 months. So when the vision came, I was a bit hesitant because I'm like, how am I supposed to write a book with no money? We were just trying to pick the pieces back up and trying to figure out, will we make it? Is this sustainable? And so I stepped out in faith. You know, it was a very, very, very trying period for that year. I mean, even now, there are still moments when we feel defeated, and I feel defeated, and then, you know, I look over and I see that, and I'm like, okay, God, I see you.
Yes, this is testament. I mean, you wrote a book in the middle of a pandemic, and not just a book, but a great book, right? And a book that everyone is loving. Again, my social media, every time I scroll on Facebook, I'm seeing people talking about this book.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. A testament.
It is a blessing. It is a blessing, and it is a testament of my strength and the strength of us as the private sector in early childhood. It's a challenge, and so we are so talented, but we downplay ourselves. Sometimes we downplay ourselves, our talents, just so that we are comfortable. So stepping outside of my box was something that I really enjoyed the challenge.
Well, you always have this to look forward to. You mentioned the illustrator before. Let's talk about the editor.
The editor, so the editor, I call her the editor-in-chief. She is Mrs. Lisa Pistano, family, and a dear friend. And I remember when I only had just a portion of the vision written down, I showed it to her. I said, read this and tell me what you think of it. And she was like, oh, so we're publishing this. And I'm like, what you mean? She's like, so this is a book, right? This is a book. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It just came to me and I wrote it. And she said, well, it's a book and I'm going to be the editor. And here is it.
It's good to have friends like that who tell you, okay, well, this is what we're doing now. Like this dream, you're not going to kill this one. We're going to do this.
But not just that either. It's a testament to your backgrounds in education, mutual backgrounds in education as well. So I suppose that lent itself to it.
Oh, your mom was a teacher?
Yeah, my aunt was a teacher.
So it runs in the family?
I guess.
So I just want to talk just a little bit more about the illustration. Where is the illustrator from?
He is from Pakistan.
Oh,
hi, Asim.
Hi.
Asim.
From St. Kitts to Pakistan.
He's officially a Kittitian now.
Okay, so he's officially a Kittitian
yes.
now. How was that? I mean, how were you able to collaborate to make your vision alive? Again, he lives on a totally different side of the world. And this feels and looks Caribbean. You know what I mean? It feels like home. How were you guys able to communicate and make this happen?
So I met Asim through Enoita Enango.
He was with us yesterday.
Enoita is one of my past parents. He took care of his daughter. So when I brought the idea to him, he said, I must admit, I did not believe in the vision. And I shared it with Anointed like 10 days after, and he was like, whoa, come on, this is amazing. He's like, you know, most people can't write in rhyme. And I'm like, really? And he's like, okay. Then he contacted SM. I didn't know. And he surprised me one night. He's like, oh, this is what it would look like if you put it in a book.
Brilliant.
Whoa, that's a great surprise.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Inote.
Hi.
Well, I wish that we had more time to discuss this, but we know where to find you.
Yes.
We know what the book is called, and we want to thank you for your time, but more so thank you for your creativity.
Thank you for
and
having
your
me.
hard work with the children.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Check the area code, direct the area code. Anywhere we go, you know me touch the road like this, touch up the road like this, touch up the place like this, touch up the stage like this, like this. Come rep your place, rep your flag, where you from, who you are. The world is a stage, so showcase like a star. You little up, we begin up, we come from far. Let me take it to the world, so I carry us down. So we roll, yeah, that's how we roll, yeah. High performance anytime we touch the road, yeah, that's how we roll.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's always a pleasure when we talk about youth, Mimi. Youth are the innovators of our society. With each generation comes fresh, new, and exciting developments nationally. Our youth are literally brimming with creativity. That is true. Today, we are featuring Zara Brown, a youth entrepreneur. She is the owner of BU, Beautiful Beauty and Cosmetics. Join us as we warmly welcome a free-spirited youth, creative, Zara Brown. Hi, Zara.
Hi.
I'm looking at you, and I'm looking through, let's say, a window of time, because your mom and I were actually in school together, and you're the epitome of her. That being said, let's talk about your creativity. How old are you?
I'm 13.
You're 13
Wow.
and a business owner.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
Boredom and COVID. and I'm a very creative person, and I just wanted to do something fun with my time.
So why that?
Because, as I just said, I'm a creative person, and lip gloss and makeup has just always interested me. And I was like, okay then, maybe I should just do my own makeup and slime and stuff, basically. Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name, Be You Beautiful?
Okay, so...
It's a great name, by the way.
Thank you. So we had a group project in school for French, and I don't really remember what it was about, I do remember we had to create a brand or like a name for it, and I was like thinking of all these ideas, and I was like, let's just be simple and use Be You Beautiful.
That's incredible. And I'm looking at your face. You make up your face. Mimi, this is where you jump in because I know little to nothing about makeup, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, so can you tell us what type of products you offer?
We offer lipstick, obviously, lip gloss, lip mask. Oh my God, yeah, lip mask, lip scrubs. We also offer accessories as well.
And are these things that you make yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So how's that in terms of making? Difficult, easy, are you getting better?
I'm gradually getting better, and it's becoming easier for me. It's a really fun process.
Does mom help?
Yeah.
You get to boss her around?
I mean, okay, so your mom is here on set with us, and I remember your mom being this big fashion icon in St. Kitts. Has she inspired you to some extent?
Yeah, I love her confidence. I admire it a lot.
Aww, tears. So she's being a big influence and also a big help. Of
Yeah,
course.
she helps me be confident. Like she always tells me, just do you. Just don't care about anybody. Just be confident and don't let anybody like try.
I like that.
That's great
And I like that it's true to the name of your business as well, because it's
Yes.
about being yourself. How do you balance the time between schoolwork and running a business?
Well, when school is open, I usually make my products during the weekend, or sometimes when we don't have school or it's half day, I do it then. But during the week, I focus on school.
Okay.
I do my homework the day I get, the day I get it, instead of just waiting till the weekend to just have a lot of homework pile up on me, basically.
I admire people like you. I wish I was people like you.
For a 13-year-old, you seem to have it all together. So can you tell us, where do you see your business going? Like right now, it may be a little small. Do you plan to expand? Do you want to go global? Let us know.
Yes, I do actually. Later in the future, I'm planning to become a wholesale vendor instead of just making lip gloss just at my house. I'm planning to get a whole place for myself to sell and make my lip gloss and my products, and to sell it because there are also a few persons in St. Kitts that makes lip gloss as well. I would like it to become international as well. So yeah.
Big dreams, big dreams.
So you make the lip gloss, you make the other products with the help of your mom. Is there anyone else on board with you?
Well, my dad helps, and he sometimes helps, and he brings in the containers that I need. Yeah, he's a big help.
Great.
Absolute big help.
So we've been talking with Zara Brown of Be You Beauty and Cosmetics. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to do something fun. Yes, we're going to do something really, really
You're
fun.
gonna make my face up?
As always. You're watching Good Morning SKN. We'll be right back after this.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me no inna that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. I am standing next to a 13-year-old entrepreneur of BU Beautiful, right? So, what are we going to do, Sarah?
I'm just gonna be showing you how I make my lip gloss, basically.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off with the base of the lip gloss. So I'll just pour it. Oh,
I got it. Don't worry about it.
I have to open it. It's so hard to open. Okay, I got it open. So I just. Oh wait, hold on. I need my gloves.
I love how you're so precise. She started this and she's like, I need my gloves.
The lip gloss I'm making, it's not going to be sold or anything, so...
Also, we're getting a special version.
Yeah.
Can I call it the Mimi version?
Sure. So I just first, for the base.
Yeah.
Yes, I love sparkles.
I love sparkles too.
They make everything better.
So I hear.
I usually bring something to like get the rest of the lip gloss base out, like because
so you don't waste any.
Yeah, because it's so hard and like getting it out just regularly. So like I use a cad or something to like squeeze it out, but I forgot one. I think
that's fine.
Do they have any? No, I forgot one. Okay, so just the amount I'm gonna be using today. I'll just close it back.
I wanted to say also that your packaging is so cute.
Thank you.
I mean, you said sparkles make everything better, and I could see that you're very serious about your sparkles. Everything is sparkling. So what's next?
Well, I get the colorings and spoon. I would usually mix it before, but like it doesn't really need any mixing right now so I'm gonna be using this food coloring. It's called Tickled Peach. It's a lip liquid. So I'm not gonna put a lot inside because I don't want it to be like too dark. Just gonna put a little right here.
I feel like by the time you're done with this, we can work for you. You guys hear that?
Okay, so I'm just gonna mix it until everything is neat because
that's a neat color.
Yeah, because I want the color to be an amazing color. I'm making a peach scented lip gloss. Yes. As you can see, the glitter is inside. It looks very pretty. Oh.
It looks almost edible.
And it's gonna smell almost edible once I put the scent in.
Oh wow!
Do we have a food segment coming up? I'm starting to get hungry.
So this is peach scent or flavor. I'm gonna add it, not a lot because you don't want it to be too strong, but just a little bit. Okay, that's enough. You should start smelling it as soon as I start mixing it, or if you smell it already.
Having done this so many times, you've perfected what portions of what you need, right?
Yeah.
No more instructions for you.
I don't know if you can smell it.
Yeah, I can.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. It smells delicious. So do you have custom colors? Do you make custom colors, or do you
Yeah.
have like just standard?
I make any color that feels like not necessary, but like that I want, like
For yourself?
Yeah.
Right. So things that you like for
Basically,
yourself is...
like the colors I think people would love. Basically, but not only that, colors that I like. Like I'm gonna make a purple one soon, but I just have to get the colors.
I want you to make one specifically for me.
Sure.
I don't know what color we're going to come, but don't take Mimi's suggestion.
What
please.
color do you want it?
Whatever you think looks good
I
on
have a
me.
nude lip gloss.
Oh, okay,
I think
that's even
it'll.
better.
Yeah, I think
Thank
it'll
you.
look great on me.
That's the next one.
So next I have to get the syringes. Where are the syringes?
Syringes.
I need a syringe.
Here they are.
These are the pipettes.
Oh, the pipes. All right. Can we compromise?
Basically, these pipettes are used to at the end. You cut them, and they're used at the end, basically to like at the end, not at the like to put at the end of the squeeze tube to put inside the. Yeah.
So we'll get the syringes for you. Okay.
Yes.
Heavy duty
Your mom
stuff.
is a great assistant, by the way.
You have to boss her around.
Okay.
Got it.
Wow.
No, it's okay.
Yep.
And I love that everything is in packs, so they're sanitized, they're clean.
Yeah, COVID and everything. We can't be giving. Oh, thank you.
Yes, right.
We can't be giving people like regular stuff that we make. We have to make sure it's sanitized properly.
Yes, of course.
Such a responsible business.
Yes,
Thank you. I'm doing this because sometimes there's ear, and when you like bring it up, like all the ear comes and it's just messy. So I do this first, so it doesn't get messy. So I'm just gonna do this so I can get everything onto the side, so it'll be easier for me. And I just slowly. It takes a while. Well, not a while, but it gets the job done. Thank you. I do, as you can see, like the ear is coming up and preventing it from successfully coming up. So I have to pump it up a few times. I think this is enough to fill one right now.
That's fine.
All right. So what do we do next?
So we get the containers.
Which are? You have them?
Yes. These are squeeze tubes.
So you have different containers.
Yes, we have squeeze tubes and wands. So I'm just gonna
You need a hand?
fill this.
You might need to put on your gloves, Jamie.
Oh, forget
no, there's extra
There's
gloves.
extra gloves.
Right.
You guys could do one because I have like a lot. So I'll give you one to do, like fill it up, and then I'll give you one to do.
Okay, sure.
I'll just watch and learn for now. That's easier.
Okay. I have to make sure it's clean because you don't want the edges of the.
Why do I think these are kids' gloves?
Okay, so basically, you push it down. It would have been easier if I had a pipette, but the pipette that I have, they're way too small for the syringe. So I have to squeeze it and make sure it gets to all of the sides. Yeah.
You business people are so precise. I love it.
Yeah.
And then I add, and then I squeeze to make sure everything is filled. Because you don't want to give people not.
So as you're doing that, can you quickly tell us how we can contact you if we want to purchase any of these things?
My number is 764-2370. That's my contact number.
Are you on Facebook or Instagram?
Yes, I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
Under what handle?
Be You Beautiful.
Be You Beautiful.
I think, yeah, Be You Beautiful 24/7.
Oh, 24/7, yes. So Be You Beautiful 24/7 on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yes. One thing I like about squeeze tubes is that you can fill them up to whatever you want. With the wands, you can't fill them up too much because
the wand
is going to bring it up and it's going to just come out. So, and now I get the tops.
Mimi, are you being a good assistant?
Oh.
I'm looking, I'm watching and learning.
I made a bit of a mess.
So how many colors do you offer right now?
Right now we offer, right here, we offer
these, okay.
pink, this color that I just made, nude, clear.
Right. So Jamie, a
And we
nude or
have
clear would
we
be
have
good
a
for you.
purple one over here, actually.
Oh, this is actually quite pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, and it's labeled. Be You Beautiful. I love it.
And then, voila, we
And
have
that's
a lip gloss.
Amazing. Zara, I want to thank
Very precise, yes.
for stopping by today and telling us how to be you beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, and sharing this process with us. All the best of luck to you in the future. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Holy infant lowly, for his bed a cattle stall, oxen lowing, little knowing, Christ the babe is Lord our all, swiftly winging, angels singing, bells are ringing, tidings bringing, Christ the babe is Lord of all. Christ the babe is Lord of all. Infant lowly, infant holy, Christ the Savior was born. Flocks were sleeping, shepherds keeping vigil till the morning new. Saw the glory, hear the story, tidings of the gospel true. Oh, thus rejoicing, free from sorrow, praises voicing, meet the morrow. Christ the babe was born for you. Christ the babe was born for you. Infant lowly, infant holy. Ooh, ah, ooh.
The St. Kitts Diabetes Association wants to encourage you to remember the association's gospel, abbreviated TEAM, in order to maintain good control of your diabetes. T, you must test your blood sugar regularly. E, you must eat right with decent quantities of vegetables and fruits and eliminate sugary products. E, you must exercise frequently, at least 4 to 6 times weekly for 30 minutes or more each time. And M, you must take your medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider. If you follow this gospel, you will significantly reduce your chances of encountering the dreaded complications associated with poor control of diabetes, namely kidney failure, blindness, heart disease, stroke, and amputations. Visit your healthcare provider regularly to ensure good control of your diabetes and to access early intervention in case of any unexpected complications. Come and join the St. Kitts Diabetes Association and add your voice and your efforts to those working to ease the burden of persons living with diabetes. Thank you.
Final Christmas giveaway for the holiday season. Woo! I hope we have more For the past 2 weeks, we are here on Good Morning SKN and have been spreading the business here by doing a giveaway. Yesterday, our winners of the Creative Growth giveaway were Santa Crosman and Lamara. Congratulations to you both. Now it's giveaway time again, and for our final giveaway, we have partnered with the Abundance Gift Shop. Today we are bringing you this presentation from the gift shop in Bastille, where Jamie interviewed the owner, Miss Keisha Penny. Let's take a moment and look at that interview. So we may be having a little bit of technical difficulties retrieving that video. But Jamie, can you tell me how was the experience? While we get the video queued up.
The experience was nice. I was actually going to joke with you and say, you just don't want to see two versions of me at the same time.
I think one is good enough. I think one is good enough.
Well, I guess nothing beats the original, right? So, here we go. Right. Yeah, so the interview was actually really good. It was one of those times when, actually the first time that I got to go on site. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to get outdoors and interact.
Get out of the studio.
Oh yeah, and what our viewers will see in a little bit is the store itself, the products that Mrs. Penny has to offer, and meeting her on site again was a very good experience. So.
Where's she located actually?
She is
just again. Located. I know it's Christmas Eve. I know lots of people haven't gotten their packages from West Tech or E-Zone or all those other shipping companies. And I know it's Christmas Eve, so where's she located?
Well, funny story, because I thought I knew where she was located, so our executive producer here, Alicia, could tell you that I need directions. Because I was going all around town looking for her in what was her previous location. But apparently she's been at opposite Law. She's on Keon Street, right at the corner of Rosemary Lane, and she's been there for about 3 to 4 years.
Oh, okay, so great. So again, if you're looking for last-minute gifts, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Maybe you would want to check the Abundance Gift Shop to get some really... And also thoughtful things, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to joke with you because I actually told our camera guy, Lem, yesterday to make sure that he takes a particular shot of something on her shelf because that's what Mimi's going to get from me.
Well, I would like to see. I'm really looking forward to see what that is.
I also asked him to get a shot of what I'm going to get for you.
So I think we're ready. We're finally ready to show the video. We'll have Jamie ×2. Wow. Let me build up my strength for this. But let's take a look at the video, guys.
You're watching Good Morning SKN, and we are live on site at the Abundance Gift Shop with the owner, Keisha Penny, and she has decided to partner with us to continue our Christmas giveaway for this Christmas season. So, Keisha.
Hi, Jamie.
It's an honor to see you again.
And it's wonderful to see you as usual.
Awesome. So, why don't you tell us about your business, your gift shop?
All right, Abundance Gift Shop started about 15 years ago, and the inception was basically part-time, selling beauty products. And as we stepped out, opened our doors, we realized that persons had a great demand for a greater variety of gift items. So we moved from beauty products, some perfume, some lipstick, to fruit baskets, to flowers. So it started off meeting the basic beauty essential needs, and it grew into more of a gift servicing business.
Okay, because when I thought of the business initially, I thought of the fruit basket type thing.
Yes.
That's what I knew you for
yes.
when you were in your previous location.
Yes.
So you've spread out. And I see things here that I like, by the way. So
wonderful.
You viewers are invited to come by and check out the Abundance Gift Shop. Where are you located?
We are located on Keon Street, and more specifically, the top of Rosemary Lane. So Keon Street, top of Rosemary Lane, and for further information, on the opposite side of Law's Bookstore.
All right, so very quickly, you obviously are one of those business owners who thrived, or at least were able to maintain
maintain your business despite COVID? What was that experience like?
It was very interesting. It actually forced us to be a little bit more creative in using our online platforms even more. So even though our doors were closed physically, we were still able to operate because we offer delivery service. So persons, even during the partial lockdown, they were still celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, birth of babies. So we still engaged our services using our delivery service, of course.
That's amazing. I had no idea that you had a delivery service. So if somebody wants to contact you for delivery service, how would they do that?
Well, they can do that via the telephone number, the basic and maybe the traditional way, 667-9481. Also, our Facebook page, we do take orders online, and we do have a gift shop through JAD, where you can go online and click, and you can also order. But we're not pushing that too much right now because of demand. We want to be able to service all our customers, so we're taking via Facebook, via telephone call, even WhatsApp we'll take our orders from.
So we're just here in the middle of the Christmas season. Christmas is going to be quickly upon us.
It's here.
Is there any particular product that is a hot seller, or is there anything that you'd like to advertise?
Definitely this year we want to push baskets, and we're kind of forced to do that because of the COVID situation. Floral delivery to the island has been hampered a little bit. So right now the flights have been delayed for flowers, but you can get quite a variety of items, including fruit baskets, fruit and snack baskets, chocolate and wine baskets, gourmet baskets, perfume cologne baskets. So quite an array of gift baskets, along with gift packages. And of course, you can come in and get decor for your house as well for the Christmas season.
Decor for my house. What would I get if I were to ask?
You can get, we actually make Christmas wreaths.
Oh, really?
So you can choose the color that you like, and we can take a standard garland. Let's say this year you decide you want to do blue and silver. We can take a traditional garland and customize it to your need. And we also come in-house, on location. We decorate Christmas trees, we decorate rooms, we decorate spaces.
I wish I knew that before.
Well, it's the same. Yeah, it's good to know still.
It's definitely good to know still.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you heard it live from Keisha Penny about all the services that the Abundance Gift Shop has to offer. Be sure to check us out. When we return from this very short break, we will be getting into the Christmas giveaway, Keisha.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
In the Abundance Gift Shop giveaway. So let's take a look at what a special person can win or will be winning this morning.
You're watching Good Morning SKN, and we are live right here at the Abundance Gift Shop in Bastyr, St. Kitts with the owner, Keisha Penny. And Keisha has been so nice that you see that item in her hand. She's actually participating in the Good Morning SKN's Christmas giveaway. So Keisha, why don't you tell our viewers what one lucky winner can expect from the Abundance Gift Shop?
It's the Christmas season. Persons like to eat, they like to relax. It's a cute gift pack with a bottle of sparkling cider and also the Royal Dansker chocolate wafers. So a little munchy during the Christmas time as we're home, we're celebrating and having a good time during the Christmas season.
I don't know why they bar me from entering, because the more gifts I see, especially this one, the more I want. I am barred from entering.
Wow.
You at home are not barred from entering at all, so our winners will be announced at the end of this segment, but we do want to thank you, Keisha, for participating.
Yes, thank you so much,
And again, a
Jamie.
final word to your patrons or the viewers of the show.
Definitely, we're still taking orders, and we invite all to come out. Potential customers, we service your gifting needs, from baskets to arrangements. So if you're looking for something different, unique, special, or even customized, come on down to Abundance Gift Shop on Keon Street, and we're happy to serve you. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas indeed. Thank you, Keisha,
Thank you
so
so
much. Merry
much.
Christmas to you.
Mimi, how is it like being a videotape version of me and the
still
actual
sitting
version
next
of
to
me?
you, I'm
Double
overwhelmed.
dose of Jamie. You're
Overwhelmed with joy.
That's a
Can't
good
you
one.
tell?
That's a good one. So our winner today was selected from among the commenters on our first Instagram post regarding the Christmas giveaway. And that person is, you got to give me a lap tap. All right. That person is, all right, Najee Hendrickson over on Instagram. So Najee, congratulations. You can head to the Abundance Gift Shop. It's located at the top of Rosemary Lane, the intersection of Keon Street, to collect your prize. At this point, Mimi, we ought to thank everyone who participated, shouldn't we?
Yes, so we want to say thank you to everyone who participated, not only today, but every other day for the past 2 weeks for our Christmas giveaways. Congratulations to all of our lucky winners, and thank you to all the persons that we've partnered with. Again, you could pick up your prizes. I know some prizes are still left at Studio 327. You could always give us a call or message us and come and collect.
Yeah, I feel a little sad that this brings us to the end of the Christmas giveaway. This is the end of the Christmas giveaway.
Well, Christmas is tomorrow, so I'm very excited
Well, that's the
and looking
good part.
forward to it. Yes.
That's the good part. All right, so there you go. Thanks again, as Mimi said, to all of you who participated with us to mark our very first Christmas here at Studio 327. It's exciting, isn't it?
Mhm.
All right, great. Well, we will be back in a moment. Stay tuned. More Good Morning SKN is on the other side of the break.
You're watching Good Morning SKN with Mimi Armstrong and Jamie Morris, live on Studio 327.
Hey, my friend, what going on?
Not a thing. I just here cooling under this tree, about to eat a mango or two.
Where you get mango from all now?
Boy, Auntie Rose bring me some mango this morning.
Oh, gosh. What you hit me for?
You give me something to put on?
Girl, you can't just come tempting me with these juicy round pally mangoes and expect me not to want some.
Just because something looks appealing and you want it, doesn't mean you are entitled to it and that you should touch or take it. Your mother ain't teach you manners. Ask for consent first before you touch up the mango them.
But why ask? And if it's dear, it's dear. Just take it. Why ask?
Simple. If it is mine and you ain't asked for it, it is called, wait for it, stealing.
That's true. My bad. Okay. May I please have some mangoes?
I don't know. After that spectacle, I ain't sure I want to give you any.
You see that? But I ask.
Just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give. It is still my mangoes.
So what you tell me ask for then?
Because consent is everything. Had you asked first, I would have been more inclined to give you one. And just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you. You got it?
Okay, I got it. Now, may I please have some mangoes?
Only because you're my friend and I like you. But that still don't mean you're entitled to it.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Good. Don't leave your mango skin on the ground, eh?
If you understand the importance of asking for someone's consent for a mango, then it shouldn't be too hard to understand consent when it comes to sex. The power of consent is everything. Ask first.
If you or a friend has been sexually assaulted, please call 465-5000 for the Counseling Center.
This message was brought to you by No Judgment SKN and sponsored by the Basic Needs Trust Fund, the Department of Gender Affairs, and the Caribbean Development Bank.
I don't remember. Before you even started, I don't remember.
Remember back in the day, let's pretend, when Christmas came around, and even now, where households were turned upside down in anticipation of Christmas.
Well, yes, I do remember that. Yeah. Painting, scrubbing, cleaning, yeah.
Yeah, we know some of you would remember the cleaning, of course, the buying a new carpet. I know people actually did this for Christmas.
Yes, I did. My mom used to buy a new carpet.
Wow.
It was a lot of work.
So you change your carpet every year?
Yeah, she used to. Until she got emancipated from that idea, which I'm so happy for. Yes. Yes.
All right, so buying a new carpet, curtains, big thing.
Yes.
Plastic coverings for chairs.
You don't remember that? Yes.
Plastic coverings for chairs and tables. All right, let's go. We're taking this slow. Remember waking up to those Christmas morning scents of plastic baked bread. Plastic?
Yes, baked bread.
You woke up to
the toys, the smell of the toys, the plastic of the toys, or the new plastic that you put on your table.
I remember waking up to a bike. All right, and ham, sorrel, cakes, etc. too. So while these things are considered traditions, they are exhausting, and for many of us, the fun usually starts when we begin to stack our plates full of delicious treats. So we'll be back to talk about that in a moment. Stay tuned.
The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. And they said that his name was Jesus. And they said that his name was, said that his name was Jesus. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Excelsis Deo, Gloria, in excelsis
Why we took a break when we were in the middle of that segment, it's because Mimi did not want me to cheat during the segment, so we had to switch sides. You see that shift? So it's about balance and fairness here, okay? So we'll get right back to the show as we continue to talk about what made Christmas memorable. And today we're going to be making our own memories because we're going to be making and decorating Christmas cookies. Ooh, I
never did that at my house.
I never did it either, so it's a first.
All right. So we sanitized our hands.
Yep.
Just wanted to let you guys know.
No gloves, but we have
we have our hands clean. Okay, and we have cookies here. I don't know who baked them.
You know, this is your Vanna White moment, right? You're like, yeah.
And then we have, piping.
Oh, that's what that's called.
Yes. We have sprinkles, gummy drops, whatever, icing. So I guess let's go.
Let's go.
I'll take.
Okay. You said you sanitized your hands. Why
Yes,
are you?
I did.
Why are you using
That
a
doesn't mean I
spoon
just still just want it.
for cookies?
So what did you do at your house? What traditions did you have at your house? Because it doesn't seem like you were scrubbing down your walls and stuff like that.
I don't scrub down my walls per se. I'm the guy who works all the time.
Oh, so your walls are always clean.
I'm out. Oh, I get to do what I want.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a big, I'm like you. I'm hardly in the kitchen, except when I'm the taste tester for whatever my mom's cooking. So, yeah.
But yeah, I do remember having to scrub walls and repaint walls, and I do remember the plastic. Y'all remember the plastic on your table? So So you put the tablecloth and then there's a plastic over it? Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why your house would smell like plastic Christmas morning.
Got you. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but
You can
hey.
tell. This is your B+ game.
Oh, the
as usual.
shade. The shade.
Your
It's
B+
my homage
game
to
as
Rudolph with the blue nose, okay? It's my homage to Rudolph. There we go.
This is harder than it
Well, that's what you're doing. Well, I'm going to make a variety, right? So you guys get more to choose. I realize that Mimi's over there trying to be perfectionist. Or you're just trying to survive?
I'm just trying to survive over here.
Oh, yeah. We know you folks at home
So
really wish you
have
could
you
do this.
baked cookies before, Jamie?
No, I eat.
Oh,
you
don't
buy
bake,
those
you
things in the
eat.
tin. You know those things that come, the assorted cookies?
Yes.
Those were the things. You know Christmas was coming around when you had those sugary cookies.
Oh yes, the
Yeah.
sugar cookies in the pan that that normally have like sewing instruments in them after Christmas.
Yep. This is going to be very interesting.
Interesting is a nice word to use.
This is going to be very interesting.
Your
All right,
your
let's go.
Halloween cookies.
Let's
over
go.
there.
Maybe I can kind of like, yeah, now we're talking. I know, I'm onto something. I don't know what you are onto, but I'm onto something. So again, you guys at home are going to be able to tell us
Who has the best cookies?
Yeah, but we don't even know what the criteria is. Are we judging for creativity or are we judging for, the most traditional?
We're just looking for the best.
Oh, boy.
Don't bother trying to make it more difficult than it needs to be.
Can you pass me that thing when you're done, that vanilla?
Sure you
cream?
can.
Okay, thank you. Don't mean to
Not
distract you.
that it's going to help you.
Oh
but
boy,
sure
oh the
you can.
shade. Oh the shade. Uh-huh. I think the knife is what I need. Wow, we get to party on stage for you guys. Whoa. And it's not even open, so this is me now.
So you don't help in the kitchen
How do you
at
do
all
that?
at Christmas?
Do you know how to open this? This is a shame, isn't it? Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, you're trying to beat me and you still want me help?
It's Christmas. You're supposed to be giving. You see that? You see what's going on here? At the heart of Christmas, no giving. Good. This is
Do
me.
we need to call an adult?
This
to
is me.
help you?
This is me being sanitary. Okay.
Okay. Can I borrow this really quickly?
Yes, you can.
Those cookies look sad. Why? That's not a smiley face. That's a sad face.
This is like Okay, I'm gonna put
Tell
it
me
up for
why.
you guys to see because I don't know why she's criticizing me. Do you remember Mr. Potato Head? This is like
He
my
looks
version.
sad.
My
It's Christmas Eve, Jamie.
2D, 3D version
He
of
looks
Mr.
very
Potato
sad.
Head. Right? It's gonna make somebody very happy this Christmas. There you go.
Can you guys let us know what you think of Jamie's sad cookie, please?
Oh my gosh. You're talking about the shade. If you saw what she did on this plate, I tell you. I mean, it's like, Mimi, you went crazy with that spread. I'm going to show you how it's done, okay? At least I'm going to try to. Is this my B+ game again?
It's what you said.
I'm asking. So you guys can do this at home. It's a nice tradition that you can start if you haven't started it already, right?
Right.
Oh, this one is going to be the nice one. Got it, man. This is my happy Christmas cookie.
Very good. I'm happy that you have a happy cookie.
This is my happy Christmas cookie. Yeah.
Is somebody going to taste these? Are they trusting us enough?
I don't know.
Are we almost done? We're almost done, Jamie. You're almost done.
No.
I
Can
mean,
I get
with
that bowl?
your unattractive cookies.
Thank you. My honor. Oh, the shade. Even on Christmas Eve, she doesn't take a break. You see that? The shade is real. I don't even know where these eyes are supposed to go. Oh boy. Let's go.
Jamie,
Spoon.
really?
Spoon. And by the way, the fun part of making cookies is that you get to eat.
Correct. Okay, I don't know if my cookies look Christmassy, but they're done. Are we ready? Are you finished? Or you need more time? I don't want you to say that I'm cheating. So go ahead. Take all the time that you need. I wonder if my mom will be proud. Okay, so here we go. Where are we looking to? So you want me?
I'm gonna name your cookie, by the way.
So here's one of mine.
Okay, that's a happy Christmas tree cookie.
It's a bell, actually.
If you think that's a bell, please
It's
let
a
me
bell.
know. That's not a bell.
Yes, it's a bell. It's the bell shape. This is my Christmas tree.
All right, you got to lift everything because we are almost out of time here.
Okay, so this is my tree. And this is my bell.
Your tree has 4 heads? Just saying.
These are Christmas lights.
Oh.
So this is the little, garland, you have the red garland and those are the Christmas lights.
And this is the happy face that she described as sad. This versus
Very
that. What
good.
do you think, guys?
Let us know. What do you think? Come on. Come on.
Mimi, we have to go. So
We
you
do.
let us know. Mimi's eating. I've already taken a bite. Yeah, guys, enjoy. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned, all right?
The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. The Virgin Mary had a baby boy. And they said that his name was Jesus. And they said that his name was, Jesus. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. In excelsis Deo, Gloria, in excelsis
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Do you need your laundry or dry cleaning picked up and delivered? Well, Express Laundry has got you covered. We will pick up and deliver your laundry or dry cleaning to and from our partner laundromat fast and easy. Call or WhatsApp 660-7940 or 661-7717 for details. Express Laundry, bringing laundry and dry cleaning services to your doorstep.
Check the area code, direct me area code. Anywhere me go, you know me touch the road like this, touch up the road like this, touch up the place like this, touch up the stage like this, like this, like this, like this. Come rep your place, rep your flag, where you from, who you are. The world is a stage, so showcase like a star. You little up, we digging up, we come from far. Let me take it to the world, so like a real star. So we roll, yeah, that's how we roll, yeah. High performance anytime we touch the road, yeah, that's how we roll.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
The Virgin.
Excitement preparing for the event that all mass players wait all year to experience. Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, practically no one sleeps for more than 2 hours waiting to hit the road once the bands start playing their music. Unfortunately, this year, we won't be hitting the road because of the fact that we are still in a pandemic. The National Juve will be held in a more contained environment for Sugar Mass 50 at the Flow Grounds on the 27th December. In addition to that event, Chatterbox Troupe will be hosting Juilliard. Hope I'm saying that right. And I mean, what an appropriate name. Omar Belizaire is here as a representative for Chatterbox. And he's going to tell us all about the, and I get to say it again, or maybe I should let you say it. The
Juilliard?
Juilliard. Oh, I said it right. All right.
Yeah.
Juilliard. The Juilliard event. So welcome to Good Morning SKN, Omar.
Thank you.
As I said, you were telling us all about the Juilliard event. But before that, Chatterbox. Interesting name. Where'd it come from?
Well, it started from a girl named Reina Bird. She's from Antigua. She started a YouTube page, which she did like, I guess you would say like upcoming young persons to go on a show on YouTube. And, just different, events, different challenges, etc. And then that just turned into Chatterbox Juve. She wanted to have a Juve in Antigua. I was contacted by pretty much my best friend who went to DJ in Antigua. And he explained to me the entire thing, and we started Chatterbox Juve here in St. Kitts as well.
So what appealed to you from that conversation?
Boy, it was just, travel with words. Travel with words, because at first, when he called me about it, I told him, I said, boy, Juve in St. Kitts isn't Juve in Antigua. I know Juve in St. Kitts is a lot more competitive than anywhere I've been to. So I told him directly, it would be tough to get in the market here. So I told him, I was kind of hesitant.
Yeah.
But then when I spoke with her, it was just like, changed my mind totally. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me go full force on this one. Yeah.
All right, so you're talking about Chatterbox being a way to connect the Caribbean diaspora. Let's talk about that. What elements of connection are we seeing?
Well, so far, like I said, with the YouTube page, we've had all, pretty much every YouTube video that we've done, mainly in New York, because most of them have been shot in New York. We've had, different persons from different islands on the show. So you'll see people from Trinidad, Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, just anywhere, just the entire Caribbean. So that's how it started, and then we wanted to move, turn that into Juve, going into the different islands as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So walk us through that process. You're in St. Kitts now, obviously. You're doing that. You're on the ground, start to finish. What's that like?
Oh, boy. I mean, before Juve, I was a part of a family carnival band, Majesty. So that was already something additional to it. But pretty much, you have, just organizing, you have to, well, first you have to start looking at the prototypes for the packages.
Yeah.
So you have to start looking at the theme that you might be going for the year. And then you start looking at, obviously try to see if you can find any sponsors or whatever the case is to help with the starting process. Right, then you have to go out and you're ordering all the stuff, hoping that they get it in time. Now, one of the biggest challenges of St. Kitts Carnival is it's the same time as Christmas. So we're battling with people who bring in their barrels for food, etc., with our packages. So we could be up there like a week waiting for our packages to come out, etc. So that's probably, I would say, some of the biggest challenges. And just because of COVID, everything made it such a shortened time space. So, from the start of approval, from I guess you would say the task force to now is such a short time frame compared to all years before. You have months to prepare. This time around we probably had 2 months, month and a half maybe. Yeah.
So are you nervous at all that would affect your product?
No.
Confidence.
Yeah. Now we were prepared. We kind of already saw what was happening since last year. We kind of saw, as well as this year, with the vaccination rates going up. And, obviously, I guess you would say, I won't say promises, but some of the things that, people would say, in the government, etc., to let us know, well, something should be able to happen. So we said, okay, cool. And then we just started preparing from then. And from time we started seeing the vaccination rates going quicker and quicker, we were like, the chances of having it is greater,
All right, awesome. Yeah. We'll be back to talk with Omar Belazar more after this break. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal.
I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Can you feel the excitement on the other side of your screen? I'm here talking with Omar Belazar all about Juve. And Omar, you're representing Chatterbox right now. I want to talk to you a little bit about the locations that you've had Juve in. What can you tell us?
Well, so far, we've only had 2 locations. That's, again, because of COVID, the whole COVID pandemic. So we've had Antigua and we've had St. Kitts. We were in the midst of doing Montserrat. When I mean in the midst, we had everything prepared. All the packages were already sold.
Wow.
Everything. And then St. Patrick's Day weekend, which is their Juve, we got the call maybe a day before to tell us everything is cancelled. Yeah. I know some persons that was here that went down to Montreal, literally were at a party that got cancelled, middle of the party because of COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, so since then, we've just been on pause since then, but we had plans to do St. Lucia, we had plans to do Montserrat, and many other islands. We just kept looking at other places as well. Yeah, the plan wasn't never to just be here in Antigua. It was always to be regional and even maybe international as well.
Well, hopefully in the future you can get to go to Montserrat,
yeah.
Revive all those packages that we get to see. Sure. All right, so what can the patrons expect from this year's Juilliard event?
Well, the plan so far, and I guess you would say what we're preparing to do is give you just as much as a road experience, but just in a closing event, right? So
hence the yard.
Hence the yard, right? Right. So everything should mimic being on the road, except moving on the road, right? So walking and, you're getting to go down the road, go up 4th Street, etc. But everything else should remain the same. Paint, powder, water, unlimited drinks. We have breakfast at 2 intervals. Pretty much everything you could expect, and then, obviously our packages come with the face mask. We have the goggles. We also have, I guess you would say, individual powder. So everyone would have an individual powder packet, etc.
I gotta say, the face masks are becoming part of a costume now.
Yeah.
So you can decorate, you can do whatever you want to do with it, right?
The funny thing about it is we had the face mask before COVID happened. Yeah. So like the last Juve, like our packet came with a face mask, and then we were like, boy, it's probably something we started.
Well, should I blame you for that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to blame you at all.
Yeah, no.
So what artists and bands will be performing?
Well, right now we have Akai, we have DJ Terra, we have DJ Timmy out of Montserrat. We also have DJ Quest, who's one of the Red Bull finalists, the international Red Bull competition for DJs. And we also have, I know I'm missing one. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one, sorry. Oh, Fonz and Button from TNO Sounds.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Well, I think you told us about what would be included in the troop packages, right?
Yeah.
Good. So we're moving on to early birds. No early birds this year?
Yeah, we had early birds, 175 with the early birds. Right now they are 200. We might be looking to do package deals. So if you come with a group of 10, etc., we might be looking at doing something like that for people who want to come as a group, right? Because some people, they might feel like 200 a little stiff for them. I understand, but we know our quality of our packages, etc. Like we know the value in it, right? We know exactly what you're going to get for that same $200. But we know some people, might want to come as a group, and we're going to probably give them that special deal for that as well.
And that's for all of you to go and enjoy Juilliard. So this is really exciting. Any way that these people can contact you directly?
Yeah, they could check us on all the Chatterbox pages. So it's on Facebook, it's just Chatterbox. On Instagram, it's Chatterbox. Twitter is Chatterbox. So that's probably the best way for them to contact us, DM us, message us, etc.
Awesome. Omar, I want to thank you for stopping by our studio. It's been a pleasure talking with you all about the Juilliard event. I know it's going to be one for the books.
Yeah. Plan to.
All right, thanks again. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned, everyone.
The St. Kitts Diabetes Association wants to encourage you to remember the association's gospel, abbreviated TEAM, in order to maintain good control of your diabetes. T, you must test your blood sugar regularly. E, you must eat right with decent quantities of vegetables and fruits and eliminate sugary products. E, you must exercise frequently, at least 4 to 6 times weekly for 30 minutes or more each time. And M, you must take your medication as prescribed by your healthcare provider. If you follow this gospel, you will significantly reduce your chances of encountering the dreaded complications associated with poor control of diabetes, namely kidney failure, blindness, heart disease, stroke, and amputations. Visit your healthcare provider regularly to ensure good control of your diabetes and to access early intervention in case of any unexpected complications. Come and join the St. Kitts Diabetes Association and add your voice and your efforts to those working to ease the burden of persons living with diabetes. Thank you.
And we're back.
Yeah, we are.
With the final segment here on Good Morning SKN, and this is where we talk about what's happening.
So what's happening? Number one on the list, the Soca Monarch Competition 2021-2022, which was last night. We got some names to call, Mimi. What's the first one on the list?
Well, we did mention it this morning in the news. Nature Beat is the winner of the Soca Monarch 50th anniversary Groovy section, and he had a total of 407 points. The runner-up with 404 points was Mr. Hype.
That's close.
Yes. And Lucas H.E., who is here with us, High Energy, came second runner-up with 400 points.
They're all close, though.
Very, very, very
tight
close.
Race.
Yes, super tight race. The songs were all really good and they're great performers.
All right, so we're noting that Mr. Hype won for the Power segment. with a total of 438 points. T-Bone, like the name, man, like the name, T-Bone, was the first runner-up with a total of 290 points. Not so close as the other section, but still close,
correct.
right? Second runner-up, I'm gonna let you call this one. Yeah.
Yes, with 385 points, so that was close.
Absolutely.
So Nichabi, made the crowd sway and slow wine with his groovy performance.
You're supposed
of
to
his
sway
song.
when you say that. You're supposed to sway, Mimi.
Slow wine also, I don't know if you want to do that part.
You didn't sway it.
So I'll sway and you slow wine. His song, We Missed That. While Mr. Hype had the audience jumping and wailing with his song, Bubble. That's funny. Many have said that the quality and the standards of the song released for the competition have surpassed recent years. So
that's good.
That's great.
Right?
That's great. And I guess we're all just happy to be outside again. So everybody brought their best.
Yes, so the defender of the crown for the groovy segment was, as we said, Mr. High Energy himself, Ruka Sechi, who we had right here on stage in Good Morning SKN. So he placed top 3, that's still awesome. There were 8 participants in all, and the runners-up were Nisha B, Nai, got it right.
Yes.
Jazzbo. You go ahead.
Tubop, KO, Blade, Mr. Hype, Du Jour, and of course the defending monarch, Rukas H.E.
The power segment also had 9 participants, and the runners-up were, get Mr. Hype, Takeover, Infamous, Pino, Blade, KO, Du Jour. This is a lot of people now.
Yeah, I think some of them participated in both the power and the groovy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got Barry C as well, Statics,
Yes.
and Nietzsche B. Cool.
So we'll take a look at what else is happening.
And what else is happening?
The Christmas night.
Yeah, Erica Edwards, Christmas night. So Erica Edwards, powerful Kittitian vocalist, will be streaming live tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Erica Edwards Music and Shaden Productions Facebook and YouTube pages. So if you're interested in hearing Christmas carols, right, on Christmas music or Christmas music, will be played by Damian Hobson and produced by Stephen Richards. So this is a great thing. So 7 p.m. tomorrow, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube.
Christmas.
All right.
Great. Steel Pen Holiday Tunes at the Yachtsman Grill in Nevis. Brendan Claxton will be performing Steel Pan Holiday Tunes, and happy hour will be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if you're not having family dinner at your home or somebody else's home, you could always go over to Nevis at the Yachtsman Grill and get some Caribbean-style Steel Pen holiday music.
So that's apparently it for the latest. For what's happening, which is still sort of like the latest. So yeah, I'm gonna pass there. So we're here at Good Morning SKN and Studio 327. Want to take this moment to wish all of you a Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. How do you say it in French?
I have no idea how to say that in French. No clue.
We'll find out.
And happy holidays. All right. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Good Morning SKN. Have a great rest of the day and Merry Christmas to you. See you on the other side of it. Bye-bye.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. And have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide together. If the faith